Oh, shit. Dela Omar, Offrey, come and read Bible for me. Adura mi okpa Christiani. Let me bring Dele Sings. I am cash buyer. You say I'm misleading people. Come to my live. I'm in a good mood today and I have energy. I just drank Red Bull. So I get on a power. Kamaruddin, how are you doing? Dele,
I salute you, sir.
how are you doing? Why are you always wearing hooded top?
Because now waiting I like pass with that too. I don't just know why.
I don't notice.
I get them plenty. Just like you always like to wear face cap.
No, my own be say I no get hair. Now they wear face cap. No be say I too like face cap like that.
I just do like if I want buy clothes, like if I don't see them, the one where I want buy self, I go just leave them. Wood and blazers.
Okay. So I said prayer is not important. And you disagreed. Explain to me why.
I mean the point then.
I want to hear you out.
Okay, prayer I understand is communication with God. And
when Moses was talking to God through the burning bush, did he pray?
Maybe it wasn't named prayer.
No. When Elisha,
when Jesus was on the mountain and he went with some of it.
Aside for that example where he was about to be crucified, can you give me another example?
But if Jesus, which is a perfect example, has done it.
Okay, so hold on. So the equivalent is like you saying Yahushua cursed a tree, so I can go around and start cursing things because he did something once.
So if person do something that is bad and somebody do, and that same person do something that is good,
who are you to choose the Creator's son's good and bad?
And that person of the tree.
Okay, if you say, I'm not saying prayer is bad, I'm just saying it's not important. I want you to give me a Bible verse that says if you don't pray, you will not make heaven.
If prayer.
What is your important? See, as a Christian, what's your most important assignment in this life?
How do you see prayer?
Hold on, I'm asking you the question. As a Christian, what is your most important assignment in this life?
My most important assignment is the assignment the commission that has been given to us by our Lord Jesus.
What you see at the all this? You are talking around circles. As a Christian, why are you following Christ?
I'm following Christ because it's the way.
The way to where?
To the Father.
So you are going to the Father to get what?
Jesus.
To get what from the Father?
All right. The pinnacle is that, or at one point, we are not going to be here for life.
So you are going where?
So, there is an eternal life now.
Okay, what is it called? The one you want to go to?
I know you don't.
No, they ask you the one where you want to go to. What is it called?
I can spend crap, so that's why.
No, okay, but I'm asking you, Dele, tell me the truth. As a Christian who has served God, who has loved Christ, and has sang in the choir, where is it that you want to go?
Where? I almost want to say the same place you also want to go.
Just mention the name of the place.
I don't know where you are going.
Okay, so you want to go to Valhalla.
Of course.
You know, Valhalla is where the pagans go and they drink with their ancestors. Is that where you want to go?
That is phrase. Of course, we know that we want to live a good life here first.
And you want to go where?
We will make impact, and after making impact, after there is an eternal life.
Okay, where is that eternal life?
And that is okay. You want me to say it now? We say it now. We will go to heaven.
Okay, so your aim at the end of the day is to make heaven, Abi? Is your aim to make heaven, yes or no?
Are we not going to prefer to go to hell?
But, true. Are you saying yes or no? I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay, let me ask you, Dele, do you want to miss heaven? Do you want to miss heaven?
We want to make impact on earth here.
Okay.
And at one point, after we have achieved all our what we are here to do, after our work has been done, just like Jesus said, it is finished. Just like Jesus finished his assignment.
Okay, so when it is finished, where do you go?
We'll go to heaven.
Very good. Now show me one Bible verse that says if you don't pray, you will not make heaven. Any Bible verse. Old Testament, New Testament, bring any of the apocryphal books. Just one Bible verse that says that those who do not pray will not make heaven with the Father or with the Son.
I have not said it today now, sir, that not praying will not make you either go to heaven or not.
So why are you arguing that prayer is important? I can give you 10 Bible verses from the top of my head that says if you don't love, you cannot make heaven. 10. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8. Those who do not love do not know God. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Love is the most important thing. I can give you a Bible verse that says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I will disown them because they have no knowledge. I can give you back-to-back Bible verses that if you are not disciplined, you cannot follow, you cannot make eternity. But there is no single Bible verse that says if you do not pray, you will be denied by the Father or you will not make heaven. Prayer in the Bible is advised, not commanded. Can we focus on the commandments? There are Bible, I can give you back-to-back Bible verse that says if you don't forgive, you cannot even pray.
Yes.
So why do we focus so much on prayer instead of focusing on the important pillars of Christianity?
So, sir, how do you define prayer? Is prayer communicating with God? Is it a form of communication with God?
Prayer is supposed to be talking to God. The Nigerian prayer is talking to yourself, deluding yourself that you are talking to God, and commanding God what to do in the world that will favor you.
All right, sir. If at the end of the day, I want to come and meet you, I want to come here. If at the end of the day, I want to come and meet you, am I not going to be having some kind of relationship with you? Am I not going to be communicating with you? Can I just...
Matthew 25, 31 to 41. And Matthew 24 in its entirety. Christ is talking about what it will take to go to the Father. And he says, when I come in the clouds, mentions that in 24, mentions that in 25. He says, I will gather all nations. In Greek is pantata ethne. And I will judge everyone according to what they have done. And I will look for those who took care of the least of my brothers and sisters, and they will inherit the kingdom created before they were born. So the Greek word for heaven is uranon. So if Christ said he will gather the whole nations in the world, whether you have a relationship with God or you don't have a relationship with God, as long as you are serving God through humanity, he will call you on that day. Clear Bible instruction. Matthew 25, 31 to 41, in continuation of what is supposed to be what sounds like the rapture doctrine from Matthew 24. So which relationship are you trying to build that is superior to what Christ said you should focus on?
Right. There is a God of all possibilities, and yes, this God. There are times, sir, that we are looking forward to a thing, and in such time, perhaps maybe you want to win a contract, and you are not the only person. You want to do this, you want to do that. In such time, what do you do? Do you pray or you keep quiet?
Of course, nobody. You see. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, there are many things you need to do to travel to the UK. Right?
Yes, sir.
You need to have a passport. Without a passport, you cannot travel. Right?
Yes, sir.
You need to have a visa or a passport that does not require a visa. Without these two, you absolutely cannot go to the UK unless they don't extradite you for one crime where you won't do. And that one no be say you won't go. That one be say that they carry you go.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You should have money, but I've been to the UK before when I had only £20. As I just reach you, because I know my way around, I know say that £20 go, because person supposed give me money for UK, and I no get money for Nigeria, and the person was supposed give me money for Nigeria, no carry the money come. But because I know my way, and I get Oyster card, and they never stopped me at border before. At that time, I was still using my Nigerian passport. That day, they just decided to stop me. Say, how much do you have on you? I said, well, I have some money on my Oyster card, and I have £20 here, and I think I have maybe another £200 in my luggage. But I'm just spending 3 days. I'm going to see somebody real quick, attend the birthday party. My suit is here. And I said, how are you going to go there? And I begin. I said, I'll take a train from here to King's Cross. I'm going to come right out. You know, I did, because that place where they go normally, I described the place for the guy. I said, I'll take the bus from there. Then when I stop, I can actually walk down, because there's one guy that I like buying his ice cream. He has this shop. His name is one of my Pakistani friends. The guy looked at me like this. Say, you come here very often? I said, yeah. I didn't have the required amount of money on me, but he didn't send me back, because I know how I go navigate him. Another person might have sent me back. So money is important, but money is not as important as passport. That passport, you know, go enter the aeroplane first.
Yes, sir.
What you need to travel, number 1, passport. Number 2, visa or passport that does not require visa. Number 3, ticket. If you are passing through a country, you need transit visa. Then you need money. Now, if you are going to London in winter, you need a jacket. But they are not going to stop you from entering London if you don't have a jacket. They are not going to stop you from entering London. They are not going to say, oh, no, Dele, you cannot board this plane. You don't have a jacket. You understand? It's not like jacket is not good. It's not like jacket is not important. But in the hierarchy of the things you need, jacket is not one of the things that is necessary for you to travel. They will not stop you at the border and say, hey, you don't have jacket, go back. You don't have visa. You don't even have return ticket. Because they don't expect you to come in with a one-way ticket. I will say you want to run, hide. Can we see your return ticket? You understand what I'm saying? So prayer is like that jacket. It is useful. It is good. It is just not important. And because we have prioritized the unimportant, we are not progressing as a nation. The average Nigerian Christian has jackpot. Example right here. The two people that are here, the one that is reading Bible for me, and the one that is a chemist that has 4 degrees, they have left the country.
We are here for ministry.
The country that you are in, that you are there for ministry. How many British people are Christians today? They fixed their country in spite of their faith. Whether they are Christians or Muslims, I pray every day.
But foundation matters too, sir.
I pray every day. My wife prays less than me, but my wife is more spiritual than I am. If my wife look your picture, tell you say, this Ofure, she know they well. Baba, I go call you aside, say, Ofure, go and check yourself. You go say nothing. I say, just go to the hospital. Just go and run any check possible. Baba, you will come up with something. Now, so my wife did. My wife look my mama picture like this. Say, your mother is not well. I look my mama picture, nothing to my mama. I tell her, 2 days later, my mother fainted at the airport.
God.
As in, this was a serious issue. And my wife said it casually. Your mom is not, from a picture, your mom is not looking well. Your mom is not looking well. I look, my mama look normal to me. 2 days later, my mother was on the way for a conference. They canceled the conference, you. She had to be hospitalized and placed on bed rest. This thing where they talk, my mama will follow me fight. Korelam. So you see, the fact that I don't pray all day and all night, the fact that I don't know, I used to pray 1 hour every night, wake up and pray, and my life still don't get meaning. Because you see, sometimes when you are praying, you are talking too much. Sometimes you just need to listen to God. There are 3 instructions given to us. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Please help me, Ofure. 16, 17, and 18. There are 3 instructions given to us. How much time are we spending on the other 2? We are focusing on 1. Let me tell you something. Oh. I did follow one of my celebrity friends talk yesterday. Pastor offered to pay him money to come and give testimony. That's the level where we are going now. If you see a celebrity give testimony in church, 90% is paid. Now the new arrangement now be that. Now pastors, they pay celebrity to attend church. Baba, wait till I hear. Say the pastor will just they pray. Just say, they will just throw the camera for daily sings. Pastor say, oh wow, we've got daily sing. Oh wow, Kenny. You know, send that money, say make it come. I'm not making this as in the now. Here's the another thing that I need to warn you about. Your tithe, your seed. I'm not talking about Dele's church in the UK. I don't know if Dele is attending in. If he's attending Nigerian church, is all part of them. What do they call them? The money where they pay as tithe, seed, offering for church now. Many pastors, they use them invest in nightclub business. Many Baba Dele, you see, let me tell you something.
Next club business now.
Dele me le so. Sorry, I want to suffer me. Sorry, I want to suffer. People will talk to me.
They do business where they export them back outside.
People wait, Baba. The business they are doing is to you see. Now you believe say that they do something spiritual. Baba na hustle. And if I go around, I show you that. Ofure, if I bring 2 businesses, I say this business na nightclub business. This business na poultry business. Nightclub business, I'll double your money in 3 months. Poultry business, I'll double your money in 1 year. Which one you put the money inside? Pastor will be businessman. You see, this story, Magbo. Oh yeah.
This poetry where you talk now, sincerely speaking, I wanted to mention poetry and you mentioned it. So to me, it suits me. That means there's a level of spirit in what we are doing here. I wanted to say that pastors see both poetry business for granted. You don't put money. My next club to come.
Baba.
Or don't what?
So you see, Dele, and I need you to understand that the most important. Please help me, Ofure. Please help me read 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1. I want us to understand this. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1. I want us to read this to understand what is important. Peter Obi did not win election in Nigeria because of this thing. This thing we want to talk about.
1 Corinthians what?
13 from verse 1.
Okay. It says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity.
Please read NLT. NLT. Please. It's easier. People will not understand. That same phone. That same phone. Don't you know how to...
No, I'm not using phone. I'm using my husband's Bible.
Hey. Daily Bible for show only NLT. NLT, RSV. You are reading King James. That what you are reading is King James. I can tell you from.
Mama, can I get another phone?
Please, my love, please. You are looking so fine today. And the two of them just went off together. Eh?
I'm in the house. Let me go get it.
Thank you, darling. You look so good.
Give me your phone. I need Bible.
Thank you.
No verse. Are you feeling it? Eh? You don't want it. You want us to go?
One thing I like about Dele Singh, you don't notice say you don't impress me recently with your... Dele.
Hello, sir.
You don't impress me with your... Two things that impress me about you. Your education. Before I just think say you be Olodo because of the way you do your Christianity. But that one, that your... Say you be analytical chemist. Say you read applied chemistry. No. I respect you. Since that day, I don't respect you. Then number one, because that's actually number two. Number one, I love the way you take care of your family. And I will tell you this today. You are a family man to the bone. You love... Sometimes when they gist one gist, you will not say, ha, this matter where I want to enter, my wife will watch it. When a man respects his wife, nothing where the wife no go do for him. As your wife did like this, you catch you with another woman, she go shout for you, slap you, but she no go leave you.
Including
she no go leave you. Because women, am I right, Offrey? When a man loves his wife and carries her on his head, a wise woman knows that this cheat wey him cheat now because say Bola how they scratch him. No be say he no love me, no be say he no love his family. Offrey, am I lying?
No, you're not.
You will shout, you will not talk to him for 2 months. But the moment the man say, okay, since you are not talking to me, let's divorce. You go also say the woman go begin to talk back. Because she just won't punish him, no be say she won't leave him. But you see, man wey no love woman. You get the way you go talk like this, man go pack a bag. Ordinary talk. The woman go just say, say, and Roju je ko obun tun pon eko e kere. This proverb where I talk, now only Dele fit translate them. And Roju je ko obun pon eko e kere.
You wait dirty before we dey manage eat your food.
You can't put the food small. And fi Roju je ko as in eko na agidi. So dirty person they do agidi, we they manage the chop am. Then they can't they make the agidi small.
Thank you so very much, sir, for
So let's go to this. Sorry, because we're in the middle of something. Let's go to this.
Yeah, the Bible passage.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse 1. I'll be interjecting. So as you are reading, I'll be interjecting. You don't be angry. NLT or RSV.
All right, I'm going to be reading 1 Corinthians 13, and I'll be starting from verse 1.
Yes.
The title is Love is the Greatest.
Love is the greatest.
If I could speak all the languages of earth and of angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal.
You know what be cymbal?
Nah.
Instrument, that thing where they bang, that for drum set.
Yes, sir.
That they call cymbal. That, you know, when drummer down. Say here is the Apostle Paul saying that if he could speak all the languages on earth, why is language so important? Christ preached in Aramaic, but the sermon was written in Greek. You don't speak Greek, so you read it in English. You can never truly know what Christ said unless you can understand the root language. Because there are many things that if said in Yoruba, if you bring it to English, it loses meaning. I'll give you an example. Irumu. What is Irumu, Dele?
Nose hair.
That's the direct translation. But what is really Irumu?
Is it not mustache?
Mustache. But guess what? You have nose hair. There is hair in your nose. And if you go to the barber, I guess some people their hair, nose hair, they come out like this. They trim them.
like about my poly.
So imagine the Bible was written in English, or in Yoruba. The Bible was written in Yoruba, and they now said that Dele losodo baba. They are talking of the hair inside your nose, but if you translate it to English, it will be they trimmed his mustache. Meanwhile, they are not talking about mustache. They are talking about hair in the nose. But because mustache is called nose hair in Yoruba, it is hard to differentiate between hair in the nostrils, there's no name for that in Yoruba, and mustache. So once you associate barber and cutting, you will not really, how many people do you know that actually cut the hair in their nose? So before you know it, in the next language, it is moved to mustache. And it will keep evolving in other languages until some scholar actually comes to sit down after doing some historical research and realizes that, Dele family then, they get plenty hair from inside their nose. Oh. So language is so important because the Bible is useless to you if you don't understand the linguistic expression of the authors. That is how Lucifer became the devil. Mistranslation. If you have a Latin Bible today, go to 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19. You will see Peter calling Christ Lucifer. In the Pope's exalted mass, you will hear them singing Lucifer, Lucifer, Fiu Luci is there. Because of a translation. So Paul is saying that he understands the importance of language. Why? Because Paul is both Hebrew and Roman. But he said that all this language that you know is useless if you don't have love. Please continue reading.
I quickly went back to check and I lost my phone.
You want to check that? Just open it. Just do me a favor. Type. How do I show you this? Type in your Google. Let's all do it together.
Let's continue with that.
No. It's important. It just takes 1 second. I'll use my own Google too. You to use your Google. Just go to your normal Google, right? And type 2 Peter 1:19 and type Vulgate. Vulgate is the Latin Bible translated by Jerome in year 405. So you have Bible study tools, different Bible Gateway, Bible Gateway uses the Vulgate. So you can click on it and scroll down to the Vulgate. This is the Vulgate. Et habemus. Then you come here, you can see is et Lucifer aurea tulen corribus vestris. The translation is until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your heart. This is the Latin, this is the English. Welcome, my love. Open the car. I love you very much. I sent you your accommodation money. Have you paid? Why have you not paid most of it? Okay. We'll talk later. Jeez, where is the person? Who's parking space? Jeez, that woman, that lady. Oh yeah, run. Your mother's office. Run. Yes. Auntie Ngozi's sister. Quickly. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I had to attend to house matters. They will not let me rest in this house. Do you understand, Daily? This is ESV. You can Google it anyway. Look at, you can see the word Lucifer there, and the translation is morning star. Now remember that this did not come before this. This came before this. When King James was translating his Bible, the scholars he used wrote their notes in Latin. This Latin Bible was translated in year 405, or between 402 and 405 AD. Now, if you read this in Greek, the word for Lucifer here is phosphorus. And phosphorus and Lucifer mean exactly the same thing. How did the devil become Lucifer? Baba, it is pure linguistic. My what?
Email.
Oh, yeah, but nothing did the email anybody if you see. Thank you, Sha. So do you understand how important the language? You can do your research. When I published my finding, one Nigerian pastor, we want to tackle me, say, well, we knew it was like that, but now the church has accepted. The church cannot accept a lie. The Bible is very clear. Satan is the father of all lies. You can accept it for 100 years, but the day you know it is the truth, it is your duty. You are duty bound to bend your belief to accommodate the truth, not bend the truth to accommodate your beliefs. So continue reading what you are reading.
All right, sir. I'll continue from the book of 1 Corinthians 13. I read verse 1. I'll read it again. If I could speak all language.
Go to the next, go to, I think, verse 3. Offering, I can't see you. I need you to.
Verse 2 now. If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans, and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I give everything...
Stop. So I want us to talk about the next two things Paul outlined. Two of the most important pillars in Christianity. One is more important than the other. Faith is the most important pillar in Christianity. And here is Paul saying, if he had that faith that Christ talked about, the faith of a mustard seed that could move a mountain, and he had the ability to prophesy, if he did not love, it is nonsense. Please, I want you to read the next verse, Ofuri.
You're muted, ma.
You're muted, Ofuri.
Sorry, I'm reading NLT. Where did you stop?
You'll be starting from 3 now, ma.
Okay. 3 says, if I gave everything I have to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing.
Stop. So the next step now, one of the most important things, charity. Acts chapter 10 from verse 1. Cornelius gave to the poor, and God saw it as giving to God.
Yeah.
But here is Paul still saying that no matter how much charity you do, if you do not love, even if you sacrificed your body, but you do not love, it will gain you nothing. I want you to take the next step.
Okay, 4 says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. 6 says, it does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins. Love never gives up, never loses faith. It is always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. 8 says, prophecy and speaking is unknown languages.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there.
Okay.
Prophecy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, prophecy, language, charity. B. Boston says, can you give without loving? 99% of Nigerian celebrities give for the gram. They give for the gram. You don't realize that there is an industry called a giving industry. All I need to do is open a foundation, get UNICEF to sponsor me. My first class tickets, I will take it from the foundation. My expenses, I'll take it from the foundation. What is left, I will give pillow and tissue paper to the poor, record it, and go and get more grants. Paul saw all that. You can give. Some people give to be seen giving. That's why Christ said, when you give with your left hand or your right hand, don't let your left hand know that you have given. There are some people give so that people can call them and say, Omo, I love this, your foundation. I want to invest in it. I don't want to tell you something here, but many people who run foundations launder. I don't go talk past like that. That's why if you want to register a foundation, it's one of the hardest things to register now. You go EFCC tire. Because many people, they use foundation. If Daily open foundation now, say, feeding the poor. Daily wants to be feeding the poor in Ekiti State. And I call Daily, I say, I want to give him 100 million. Nobody go ask Daily, say, where is he the 100 million from? If another person call Daily, say, I want to give 700 million. Nobody go call Daily, say, where is it? Say 700 million, enter your account. Where you say I'm from. Now, anonymous donation. You understand? So there are many people who...
You have this much knowledge and you are not using the of course.
You understand? There are one or two foundations in Nigeria, like all those foundations that they are building schools and all that. Many of them are legit. But you see, those celebrities own. Those actor. Me, I dey fear. I know what many of them they do. Coupe Niger, for instance, because Coupe Niger has cerebral palsy, he helps other people with cerebral palsy. So here is Paul, and I want you to hear me out daily and think about it. Categorizing love above prophecy, above knowledge, above understanding language, above knowing God's secrets, above giving to the poor, above even personal sacrifice. He put knowledge above all things. Sorry, he put love above all things. Why is it that the first thing that you notice that is lacking in Nigeria is love? Dele, let me ask you a question. As they come my life, because people believe that I'm the Antichrist. Why? Because I throw a spanner in the church business. Baba, you can't do church business around me. Do your business and preach your message. I can disagree with your message, but that church business, I stand against it. When I don't see say church, they pay influencer. When I don't see say church, they pay for testimony. When I don't see arrange miracles. When I don't see church, they invest in nightclub and all sorts of businesses. Where even me, I go to struggle to invest them. Baba, I'll have a problem with you. Daily, that love where you get for me, because I know say you don't agree with a lot of the things I preach about, but you will still come to my life. That love where you get, and me, Baba, let me tell you, normally the only person I'm very patient with that is in the outside world is Dele. Because Dele go carry one thing come, I go correct, I go carry and come again, but I go still they talk to them, I go still they attend them, I go still they bring them come my life. Why? Because of that love. Do you know how many pastors I can tell? Dele, don't need to talk. I can tell you how many pastors have said, don't ever go to Daddy Freeze again. Daddy Freeze is the Antichrist. He is the devil. He is the this. He is the that. My question now is, and I'm going to prophesy this to you, until Nigerians learn love, a man like Peter Obi can never rule Nigeria. Because Peter Obi requires the people to become selfless out of sacrifice and love.
Let me note my points. I have some points after
you. A man like Peter Obi requires that your prayer point changes. Meaning, you are not going to pray for your children to sow where they did not reap. You are not going to pray for unmerited favor. Because as long as you are praying for your children to have unmerited favor among their peers, those who rule you will continue to have unmerited favor. Look at your crop of leaders. Many of them cannot be head of municipal government, municipal local government abroad. If the church truly preaches love, just my street after church service, you can't enter your house because people coming from church cannot stay on their lane. They will block all the lanes. What did you go and learn in this church? What did you go and learn in this church? Christ said, if they slap you, turn the other cheek. Pastors will try and modify that statement in such a way that Christ only said it metaphorically. So how come you people calculate tithe? Literally, you calculate the 10%. But when it comes to doing the real things Christ instructed you to do, you begin to turn it to metaphor. Work with me. When Peter, they say Peter carried sword. Please, how many times did Peter use the sword? The one time Peter used the sword, then they carry Christ go by. Peter bring out his sword, cut person ear. What did Christ do? Christ healed the ear of his enemy. You see, the message of Christianity is so powerful that if you followed Christ, the whole world will be all. You see, if 70% of the world can be Christian, they don't need to pray. They don't need to fast. Just obey the things that Christ said you should do. Wallahi, there will not be any problem in this world.
With all the wickedness?
There would. You see, let me tell you something. There is no wickedness in Holland. They are closing prison in Holland. In Holland, Olosho is legal. In Holland, Igbo is legal. But Nigeria has a higher incidence of paternity fraud than Holland. At least that Olosho is not a liar. If she carry belle for where she do her work, she go tell her husband, say, this belle will not be you get her. The average Nigerian church goer, one guy in Ikoyi followed his wife. He told his wife that he was traveling, say, make driver go drop her for airport. As he reach airport, he go inside, say bye-bye to driver, dash driver money. As driver go, you don't enter airport. If you say the driver don't drive, go, just come out. You understand? Carry cab for that same airport. Go to the hotel where they say in wife they come to. Just go there, lodge himself inside room, off your phone for 1 hour. Wake up, they play aeroplane soundtrack from his phone. Call him wife, say he just land for airport for Abuja. Take care, darling. He switch off in phone. They begin the monitor. He pay person to stay in house. So once his wife come out for gate, they go no. The wife come that same hotel. 5 minutes later, the young bobo with the bench arm showed up. He don't pay person for hotel. They know the room where they look. You want to go? He pay the person.
Get ready for work.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't pay them, make them know when they order room service. So as they order room service, before the real room service go there, he go there with one of his guys, we get camera. Just knock door, say, room service. Now the boy get up. As he want to open the door like that, they'll push the door inside. In wife, they on top bed, they use vibrator. They wait for the bola. Meanwhile, the wife na prayer warrior. Nobody pray reach am. The difference between Holland and Nigeria be say that Holland woman go tell her husband say, today I will come home late because I'm going to see my boyfriend. The two of them are committing sin, but one sin is greater than the other. And I'll explain it to you. God hates sin, but God hates hypocrisy more. Go and read Matthew 23 from beginning to the end. Hypocrites, hypocrites, hypocrites. God despises hypocrisy. The average Nigerian is as bad as those people that we say we don't like. The only problem is they hide our own. The average Nigerian is in an open relationship. The husband they do your own, the wife they do your own. Sometimes they know, sometimes they don't know. But they form holy. Because make it make sense to me. How come the highest paternity rate in the world after Jamaica is Nigeria? One doctor came and said 20 to 40% of firstborns do not belong to their husbands. Even one popular podcast host came out and said he found out that his firstborn was not his child. They have started again that the free is God can use you for me. I'm buying here. Yes, God will use me to help you experience what is called rapture. Accept the rapture. May God bless you. As they don't see, say somebody collect 500, 600,000 yesterday. Another person won't come again, can't collect his own.
Sir, if I don't pray, Satan will make mess of me. That is from the lyrics of a popular song. Talking from the perspective of being an African, sir, we understand that there are powers and there are powers. There are wickedness, there are principles, there are principalities in high places. If prayers are not important, God answers prayers, and I believe you believe that God answers prayers. So if prayer is not as important as you have been saying it, I know you are relatively, what you've been doing now is you're comparing it with love, but we cannot totally despise the place of prayer, sir.
Let me talk to you.
Let me quickly ask the question.
Okay, finish your question.
If prayer is not that important, how do we not deal with principalities, with powers in high places, so that we will not be messed up by Satan? Thank you, sir.
God bless you. First things first, if we loved more and prayed less, principalities and powers will first of all reduce. That's why you notice that when you went abroad, because you are in a country where the politicians love the people love or compared to Nigeria. You see, you can never hold on. Bene, are you going? Are they going? Okay, okay, okay. Once you are ready, I'll come down in like 20 minutes. Well done, man. Sorry, no vex. I get guests, so I'm trying to. So, Daily, let me say this to you, yeah. Much of what you believe are principalities and powers are the lack of love in the principality and power and the lack of love from you. Because you don't know how to love, and you were raised to be suspicious, you were raised to be paranoid, you were raised to read meanings. I went somewhere, was it Turkey? And in the restaurant there were cats. It's a restaurant where you go and eat and cats are everywhere. That thing if it happen for Benin. Because they don't teach them say cat na winch. Let me tell you a story of how dangerous religious manipulation is. The reason why they tell Nigerians that there's so much spiritual problem in the country is because they don't know how to explain many things that our Western people have been able to solve. Let me give you this example. I studied Shokbono as a minor project in sociology in the University of Ibadan.
Yes, sir.
And I went to the Shokbono shrine in Ibadan. And do you know that Shokbono is the god of smallpox. Do you know smallpox was eradicated with vaccine? So they use science to solve a spiritual problem. I'll give you another example, Abiku. I researched Abiku too. Of course, not fully, but as a term paper. And I used my family as case study because we had a lot of cases of Abiku. I even have a cousin who's about my age who was Abiku.
I've gone 3 times.
No, you can't reach 5 times before they finally settle down. Abiku has been eradicated by washing of hands, soap, antiseptic, antibiotics, analgesics. The invention of these things has cured another spiritual problem. Let me give you the example of the bubonic plague. Let me give you the example of the bubonic plague that plagued Europe. That time they had not yet discovered microorganisms. So they believed that if you wash your hand with water and your hand is clean, there are no germs there because they did not yet discover germs. They did not understand what germs were. They did not understand viruses. You understand what I'm saying? They did not understand what viruses were. So they went to meet the wise men. Baba, we never see any COVID na comedy. Town of 700,000 people. Bubonic plague enter on Monday. By Friday, they don't bury 600,000 people. Remain 100,000 or 50,000. Now, so they decimate population. They say a woman woke up one morning. Her daughter was coughing. Within 7 days, she had buried her husband and 6 children. Only she survived.
Tsunami.
That's how the bubonic plague was. Now, the wise people gathered. How was the bubonic plague being transferred? It was fleas that mice were carrying from house to house. The mice in Dele's house and the mice in Ofure's house will meet each other in the passage where they are running and transfer fleas. So the fleas that have bitten Ofure's children will come to Dele's house. That's how. So the mice were carrying the fleas. The elders and the wise men of that period said it was witchcraft, and the cats were responsible for the witchcraft. So they now started hiring people to buy cats. Meanwhile, out of their ignorance, cats, they reduce the population of mice. So you can imagine as mice just sit down, they look there and say, much to the joy of the real perpetrators, because there was no knowledge, they treated bubonic plague as a spiritual problem. I put it to you daily that 95%, if not 99%, what's that?
Fried chicken.
Huh?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Oh, yummy. Daily. What, JD? Get me some tissue.
I told you.
You didn't tell me anything. So, do you know how many physical problems have been translated because of lack of understanding? I have a family member who told me that the diabetes that she has, close that thing, is spiritual. I said the diabetes that she has is spiritual. I looked at it. I said, that time I had not started Free Nation, so I don't believe, but I just leave her. I work out with this person for 2 days. I begin panic. This person drank a whole bottle of pulpy orange. You know that pulpy orange?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The person said it is fruit juice. I say, you drink pulpy. The next day, the person drank malt. Say malt is nourishing. After like 5 days with the person, I call the person as I say, nothing concern God or evil inside this your diabetes. So now your lifestyle. I for offer 100%. I for offer. You see this thing? Now pure sugar. As I don't drink them now, I can eat this, even though there is bread on it. Since I woke up today, I ate kilishi, granite. I drank this, which is carbohydrates, sugar. And I'm going to eat this chicken. This is not healthy in any way, because it is still sugar. But it becomes 10 times more unhealthy when I now eat rice after eating it. Or a bar. N6, who is watching my live, is a basketballer. When he chop this, when he drink this finish, he chop a bar. He will go jump for basketball court for 1 hour, 30 minutes. It is different from you. When you go chop this, chop a bar, chop ice cream, come go sit down, AC, they blow you for office.
Right.
Many of, as in, another friend of mine told me that we're talking, and the person's mother was in the car. And the person's mother was talking about another person's mother. Said, that person's mother is a witch. I said, you can't say this. I said, you can't say this. You can never say that this person is a witch. Because every woman is a witch. Every woman that has a child that is unsuccessful is a witch. Every woman that has a child that is autistic is a witch. Every woman that her child has spied is a witch. Because if you allow people to translate your life for you, they go say, that one way they autistic, 9 they use plan the family. So when you measure out, you look at Dele now, look at Dele, I no like Dele. Or Dele make money suddenly. I no go imagine say Dele sabi waiting I no sabi. Instead I go say Dele using Pikin do ritual. Or if Dele mama, one of my guys tweeted say, anybody wey wan buy, may buy quickly. say he want hammer and he no one here say after this so and so buy now he take hammer say now he use. Africans do not lack knowledge, they lack accountability more than knowledge. Nobody sits down and says this P2B will no enter. Now because we no love ourselves. They will blame the politicians that understand the system. They know you are greedy. That is why church is selling in Nigeria, because the pastor knows that you want to reap where he did not sow. If you go to a platform where they are selling knowledge, you will never see anybody there. But if you go to a platform where they are promising you that you will make it in life, everybody will be full there. Because nobody wants accountability. Nobody wants to sit down and say, maybe my marriage failed because I was bad to my wife or bad to my husband. I met someone whose wife left him because he was agege. He blamed everybody except himself.
Agege. Oh, Daddy Freeze, how do we now explain patterns? How do we explain foundations? How do we explain too many wickedness that we see in this world that are being compacted, they are being fought with prayers, and we have heard several testimonies.
I want you to Google the word classical conditioning and read it to me.
All these things now, trying to use science to
Google it now.
I will Google, definitely, sir. I will Google it. But it seems to me that we are trying to use science to invalidate the place of prayers.
Good.
Classical conditioning. All right, I'll be reading according to AI. It says classical conditioning is a type of associative learning where a neutral stimulus becomes associated with a biological potent stimulus, leading to an involuntary conditioned response to the neutral stimulus. If that is too ambiguous, let me look for another one, sir. Okay, classical conditioning is a behavioral procedure in which a biologically potent stimulus is paired with a neutral stimulus. The term classical conditioning refers to the process of an automatic conditioned response.
God bless you.
Paired with a specific stimulus.
God bless you. So what you just read to, let me explain it to you in plain English.
Okay, sir.
Also Google shark attack and ice cream correlation graph. Then if you can turn the phone to the camera, let's see it. Shark attack and ice cream correlation graph.
Ice cream correlation
Graph.
Do you mean graphs like Oriko?
Graph. Like pie graph. Graph. Graph.
Graph. Oh, graph. Like, and slope. Yes, sir.
Have you read it?
No, sir. I'm there now. I'm trying to look for Shark attack and ice cream is famous.
Now, click on images. I don't want you to read it yet. Click on images.
Yes.
And show us the graph.
All right. There are several graphs. Yes, sir.
Just show me. Now, wide. Pick any one and make it wider.
Okay.
Pick any one of the graphs. Can you see that one that you just showed us? Put it back there. Put it back on the screen. Oh, you don't come out. Just go back to the way it was before. Just bring it closer to the screen. Can you see it? Can you see how shark attacks are rising at the same time with ice cream consumption?
Yes.
The more people eat ice cream, the more people are eaten by sharks. So if you eat ice cream, you are more likely to be eaten by sharks than people who do not eat ice cream. Dele, without looking at the graph, explain it to me. Explain that correlation to me.
Yes, looking at this correlation coefficient, it must be that the shark or the ice cream interests the shark. Maybe the smell, maybe something is attracting the shark due to the ice cream. Maybe the metabolism after it has been broken down.
God bless you.
Something like that.
God bless you. God bless you. You know why I like you very much? You're a scientist, and you will always analyze it scientifically. Now I want you to Google the word compounding factor. Compounding factor.
Yes, sir. Compounding factor is the result of rising to the power of the number of periods. Let me find another meaning.
It still works, but
compounding factor. It's just as it sounds. It's self-explanatory.
Okay.
Like this thing wouldn't have happened if not for the fact that
this other one happened. Good. Yes. Now, there is a scientific graph that shows that the more you eat ice cream, the more likely you are to be bitten by a shark. You saw the graph.
Yes, definitely.
But let's introduce a compounding factor. Because these graphs look like they are related. What if they are not? But there is something that makes the two of them related. And that is summertime. The more people come out for summer in the heat, the more people enter the sea to swim, and the more people eat ice cream. So there is no direct relationship between ice cream increase and shark attack increase. What really causes the increase is summertime, increased temperature, more sunlight. Do you understand? So in the Free Nation, when we say a shark attack ice cream correlation, much of what you believe is spiritual issue, because ajeke omoku does not mean pe aje to ke lo pomo to ku.
I'm beginning to see you as being more scientific than...
No, because let me tell you, there are people that have analyzed shark attack and ice cream and believe that the more you eat ice cream, the more likely it is that shark will bite you. Because they have failed to find the compounding factor. Dele, have you sat down to look at all the possible compounding factors? The people who told you that, this thing is spiritual, how educated were they? How exposed were they? Remember that smallpox was once worshipped as a god. And that same smallpox was eradicated by vaccine. I'll put it to you that there is nothing in science that they've used religion to eradicate. And there are many things in religion that they have used science to eradicate.
Somebody brought the knowledge of the science anyways.
The person does not need to be religious. The Chinese people who are producing for the world are largely irreligious. And even the ones of them that are religious are not worshiping our God. The Japanese are worshiping the god of stone and the god of sticks. Google Shintoism. The Japanese contribution to science is more than the entire Africa contribution to science. The most popular cars in Japan, in Nigeria, are Japanese. Nissan, Toyota, Honda. Without these cars, Some Nigerians cannot move. And after these people have done their own, the Chinese are now taking over with the GACs and all the other cars that the Chinese people are pumping into Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Other people who don't pray or who pray to things that we don't believe in or don't exist in are the ones solving our spiritual problems. Let me give you an example. Tuyuyu. Google Tuyuyu.
Tuyuyu.
As you hear them, just type them. Tuyuyu.
Okay. I'll please that you spell it, sir.
Just write T-U-U-U. Don't worry, Google will bring them out for you.
Do you mean Tuyuyu birds?
Tuyuyu Nobel Prize.
Tuyuyu Nobel Prize. Tuyuyu won the 2015 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for discovering artemisinin.
Artemisinin. Even me, I don't know. Yeah.
A drug that has significantly reduced the mortality rate.
What is mortality rate?
As people they die, the rate of dying.
Very good.
The mortality rate for malaria patients.
Now, Google. Africa has 80% of global malaria cases. Tuyuyu is Chinese. The whole world outside of sub-Saharan Africa share 20% of the malaria cases. Only sub-Saharan Africa has 80% of the malaria cases. One person from this place reduce the. There are some people where they pray make their pikin not buy. That pikin for buy if Tuyuyu no discover artemisinin.
Yes, sir.
Another example. This is the third example I've given you of where science has solved a spiritual problem.
Mosquito.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, when they say God is omniscience, a lot of people like to bring God into, because we believe that, and I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's a thing of pride. Because if somebody else from another religion, another faith, makes a discovery or solves a problem or invents something, we tend to give praise to our God. Are you not bothered that these people do not know your God exists? And even if they do, they don't care. So it beats logic.
That's why we are being sent.
Listen, you go to China to preach to a Buddhist to come and follow your God. To what end? Because if the Buddhist looks at your life in Nigeria, your life is not better than his life. The life of a Shintoist in, let me explain to you now. Japan is majorly Shintoism, Buddhism, small pockets of Christianity and Islam, but major Shintoism and Buddhism. The average Japanese man not only lives to 100, he lives to a strong 100. It is normal to see 105 Japanese man riding his bicycle. By the time our parents are 70, to waka don't turn problem. By the time they are 80, they completely useless. The average Nigerian that can drive at 90 is 0.0001%. You know, once your papa and mama they reach that 80, they condemn. My great grandmother lived to 105 or 103. The last 5 years, She lost her memory and all that. But person we don't live to 97. Do you know that as she don't lose her memory, she still live her life, pay her bills. She don't just know people again. She eventually died at 103.
Yes, sir.
Am I making sense to you? So when you say you are sent to these people, what exactly do you want to give them? Because one end to ma dash of funyo, torn well person we won't complete for you to. They say for you to teach a dog tricks, you must know more than the dog. If not, now the dog will teach you trick.
Yeah, but the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ is not about the material things. It's not of this world.
But let me tell you something. When you looked at the apostles, the material things, I'm not talking about money and all those, were visible. Acts chapter 4, there was no poverty because they all shared what they had. Look at the typical Nigerian church. The pastor is doing well. The average member is impoverished. When you go to meet someone, one of my friends joined a church. She said, I asked her, I said, well, of all churches, why do you join this church? She said, let me tell you my experience. That she was on a flight. She's a doctor. On the flight with her was another guy who was traveling to give a seminar. So there was commotion. Somebody in economy, they were both flying business class. Somebody in economy, it was a full plane, you know those planes where you no go even see space. They say the person fainted. So he was on his way. The guy went to use the bathroom. As she fell, baga baga. He just went there. He was the first person to so he was holding her. They now announced we have a doctor on board. She now came. She was a doctor, so she now came and went to see the guy. So after looking at the guy, everybody's like, what happened? She needs air. She needs, this place is too stuffy. This place is choky. What do we do? What do we do? The guy just said, she can use my business class seats. That at least that place, there's more ventilation. I'll just take her seat here. They could not upgrade her because there was no seat. This guy paid his business class ticket. He just sat down on her chair. You know waiting when aeroplane full. Economy class now, hell fire. Normal aeroplane economy no sweet. But then when aeroplane full, person I tell you say person faint from choking of too many people. They carried this woman to he just went there, picked his stuff, came and sat down on the woman's chair and slept off. Continued the sleeping. They now stretched the woman out, blah 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 blah. She now was okay. The doctor, my friend, does they look and say, economy, business class seat where I pay for. Even me where I be doctor, where I know say this person need space. I no fit. I no fit give up. So, because it was a connecting flight to the US, she now met the guy at the lounge. This woman was on board, was removed from the plane when they got to the airport. You understand?
Yeah.
For the connecting flight. So she did business class lounge. She can't see this guy too for business. Said, wow, thank you so much for this. But how would you give up your seat like that? He said, that's what my pastor taught me. That his pastor drives a Range Rover. And once church closes, that the Range Rover will take, that people will queue up in front of the church. And the pastor's Range Rover will take everybody to the bus stop in fives. So 5 people will enter. The Range Rover go because the church is far inside. So the Range Rover would drive, his personal Range Rover would drive fast 5 people to drive back, pick the next 5, drive back, pick the next 5, drive back, pick the next 5, drive back, pick the next 5. Then when everybody has gotten to the bus stop where they can from there start to find their way, the pastor will now finally go home. Say, now pastor, they leave church last. Say, His pastor does not eat until the poorest member of his church eats. African pastor from one of these African countries. So the pastor is by profession is a lawyer and invested in real estate, so he's very wealthy. Now, guess what? The pastor, out of his own money, he doesn't collect. The offering goes to the poor. Out of his money, he bought 4 buses. Once those 4 buses go, the poor people that are left, because, for instance, now, if the church dey Ikeja, then some people they go Surulere, no say Surulere no far, so you feel go enter. But those people they go Aja, the boss go carry those ones go. The people that are coming from far away places who are poor, you have to register. You will register your salary. They will check your salary. They know that okay, you deserve to be helped. Before the pastor finally goes home, and when he asked his pastor, said, "Why do you do this?" And the pastor said, "Christ washed the legs of those who are less than him." Those who had sold and gave to those who didn't have. If he has, whatever he has, even if he bought it with his own money, he believes he cannot enjoy it until he shares it with people. They say pastor house every morning there's breakfast buffet, lunch buffet, and dinner buffet.
Yes, sir.
And if you are qualified in the church, the pastor can conveniently accommodate 60 people every meal. So some people get breakfast, some people get lunch, some people get dinner, some people get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You just show up at the pastor's house, you have that your pass, because they have to check you. Some people, they're greedy. They don't see free food, they will go there and say no. They will check from the company you work from. Your salary will be sent to the church. They don't collect, they don't need the offering. They just want to know how you can take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
Then when you cannot take care of yourself, you are qualified for food or shelter or transportation as the church be. Do you know that my friend joined that their church? Come they market the church to me.
All right.
Come in.
You are saying this now because your friend told you.
Now, why am I saying this? What do you want to show a Chinese man in the Nigerian church that a Chinese man want to join? What is it? What do you want, darling? It's downstairs. I took it. That's the maid. Close the door. Even me that I'm Nigerian, I don't believe that any Nigerian pastor can do miracle. So you can't even convince Daddy Freeze that is with you. You want to convince Chinko, where already they look on her like say, you see, and Toba always remember this thing. And Toba ma dash off your torn and wo person will go so cloth for you. You go first look your own neck.
I'm sure, say, you are aware of a man called Rabonki, and how much Christ for All Nations traveled all over almost all the nations of Africa, and how God moved, how the lame walked, how the sick was healed,
how it was reported that the lame walked. Because all the lame where I know, none of them don't walk. Yesterday live, I had a guest.
There's another man.
Okay.
By the name is an Abuja pastor. I don't know. Okay. His name starts from P. And
mention his name.
Okay, Pastor Paul Eneshi.
Okay.
I've seen several pictures where he's going to hold wheelchair. Wheelchair. Hold wheelchair. Who are the people that has those wheelchairs?
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not doubting Dele. I'm not doubting your pastor's abilities. But for me to believe, I have a lady called Lynn. She reads Bible for me. She had a spinal cord injury, and she's currently in Turkey. She used to be in Abuja. If your pastor can heal her, I would join his church.
Can heal her.
I want, because you said the pastor can do it. I should get ready. Okay. If the pastor can do it, then I will follow him. This same pastor you mentioned, there was a woman called Osinachi, a singer like you in the church. Osinachi has been buried. They could not heal her, neither could they resurrect her. I want to see the examples of people that I know, not the examples of people that they tell me about.
This same challenge that you are throwing now, that was the same way they threw challenge to that prophet.
Which prophet?
Said, Elijah now, he said, whosoever the God can bring down fire, it shall be our God.
Good. So I am now throwing that same challenge. And I'm telling them that if their God can answer it by fire, I will believe their God. So keep it open. If they see this video, not just me, but the 198 people who are watching me.
How many spinal cord do Jesus.
Brother,
How many spinal cord?
Brother, you don't need, we have Lynn. Lynn, if you are watching live, kindly send a message to Daily Sings. Please, Lynn. Lynn is our church member. She's based in Turkey. We're raising money for her, and we're trying to get her to get treatment. All that money we are raising will not be necessary if your pastor Daily can heal Lynn.
I believe strongly, and I've seen it happen over and over and
Good.
over again.
So let us use Lynn. Let us use Lynn as.
He can do it again and again.
Okay, very good. Can we put a timeline on this?
I don't have access to this pastor. He's
okay. His other church members, please forward your video to him. Daddy Freeze wants to follow this pastor. But Daddy Freeze is like Thomas in John chapter 20. Thomas did not believe Christ appeared to them because he was not in the first meeting. And Thomas said, that's how he got the name Doubting Thomas, that if he does not put his hand in his wound or touch the wound in his side, he will not believe. When Christ came back the second time, Christ said, Thomas, see my hand? Put your hand inside. See my side? Put your hand inside. And then Thomas was convinced. I am like Thomas. I truly want to join your pastor's church. But just like Christ gave an example to Thomas, I beg your dear pastor to please give me too an example. Because I want to believe. I really want to believe. I really want to close this Free Nation church and join the church that Dele is talking about, where believers see miracles. The only thing is, for me to believe, I have to be, it was Thomas' hand that he put inside. He had to see it himself. So I will plead with you to kindly let your pastor.
You are willing to put a Free Nation on the line?
I am willing to put Free Nation on the line. If your pastor can heal Lynn, I will join his church, and so would all of us.
Spinal cord is the list of all what God can do. Spinal cord.
Ifedinho 9 says, it is God that heals. I put it to you that yes, pastor's God cannot heal.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much, everyone, and lovely hanging out with you daily. Do stay blessed, all of you. And we are going to come back later on today to have our usual gist and gossip session. God bless us all. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dele, and thank you, Ofure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. How much say each man will give an account? I'm waiting for them to give the account.